So I watched the Coar show interview with Lotus, right? Oh, God, I miss her. Oh, but I left it feeling a little conflicted because she finally sounds peaceful. There's a lightness to an energy. There were, of course, her rehearsed sound bites about Biden, for instance, because she gets into her hand thing, and so that's when you know it's rehearsed, right? Because you practice hand movements and standing and looking, it gets really rehearsed. And then there were also little parts where she was very passionate. But then there were parts where she was so relaxed. And I was trying to feel that out. Because was it a feeling of relaxed because we got him, it's just a matter of time, it's coming, prepare, right? Especially because she, left this for us. So there's some really wonderful things in here, right? But it was the second page. One of the things that I know is, for instance, a lot of readers have been talking about how they actually see like a council or a panel or something that will be a transition from this cesspool into actual democracy again. And that would be different for us. We don't have parliament. We don't have councils. We tried our best to do something with an odd number, legislative, executive, and judicial. And that was supposed to work. And it didn't. Because as she said during this interview, she thought we had guardrails and she did not expect the capitulation. And I will be perfectly honest, neither did I. Not the capitulation, I knew we were in for a fight, but I did not know how many people were actually wanting this. And it could be various reasons. It could be one, they are compromised as well, which, considering how wide this net of child issues are, that could very well be true. Some people could be doing a Coldplay CEO thing and they don't want to get busted with that. That could be true. Like, honestly, a lot of those people are compromised. They just are. I watched a very telling interview with a guy who had released the Jeffrey Black book, like address book, years ago. I think he said 2012, and he showed pictures of it and everything, and he was talking about all the people who have come out before, even named the guy before, and still nothing really happened in the sweet deal that Jeffrey got, that he only had to go sleep in jail, but he could spend his whole days doing whatever he wants to do, and there was proof that he was still doing this during the day. The thing that got him in jail, he was doing during the day. So there's that, right? So these readers are saying that they're seeing councils and stuff of that nature. And I think at this point, we definitely do need levels. It's not enough just to have departments. We also need levels. Because and anyway, so when she put in her thing, not bound by the same playbook, that can go a couple of ways. That could be playing it all out the way this thing is. This thing that is supposed to be the spine of this country. Matter of fact, let me make it bigger for you. Hold on. This thing, okay? The Constitution and the Declaration. This thing, this little bitty book, everybody should have one. Matter of fact, I'll tag it below. Everybody should have one, okay? we're in a crossroads, and this is what's going to happen, is that this thing has to be redone. It has to be redone. Amendments aren't enough anymore. And I just lost my place thanks to a phone call that was coming in. What was I saying? Let's put it this way. It's going to be, okay? Because whether we continue with the same thing we have going, they're actively breaking it anyway, and they plan to put a new one in place by next year. If you notice, all the little things that they have right now expire on July 4th, 2026, okay? There's a great creator who broke it all down. I don't know her name, so sorry, you have to find her. And the other part is, so either I'm going to say this in simplistic terms, but it's just not that simple. So either the bad guys are going to do it or the patriots are going to do it, right? And patriots are multiple. I'm not just talking about Democrats, okay? I'm talking about for real Republicans, not Trumplicans, you know? So either way, it has to be redone. It has to be. And so for her to say that, wait, before we go any further with this video, can you support me? Can you please give this video a share? If you know anybody else who has some opinions about this and would like to talk about it and just would like to have a space to congregate and see, again, they're not alone, right? So I need to get to a certain number of views so that I can finally make this make financial sense for me to keep showing up and trying to encourage and trying to foster critical thinking and conversation. Anyway, this is outside of my comfort zone, so, but I'm gonna ask, can you please help? I finally hit 10K this day, but I'm missing one more thing to start getting paid. Anyway, thank you. Oh, and Miss Ma'am, y'all go to her page and watch this video. She says some slick stuff in there, and I think it's not just about a book. I mean, the whole book scenario, you know, background is, it's nice. It's adding to it. Oh, look, what's that book they got peeking out? Anybody know what that book is? That blue book right there. That peeking out is very deliberate. Ooh. Yo, who's that in the background? Y'all, where are the sleuths? I need y'all to figure out what section is she in and why are these books turned out? Because if you notice, we got some faces turned out. We got faces. Oh, there are Easter eggs here. Did anybody already do this research? If so, please tag them below because I need to know what this is. What's a DDRR? Well, obviously the beginning letters. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to save this for another video. Y'all. Who knows? Report to the comments. I need to know. That just threw me off. But anyway, back to this little statement right here. So she said, but not bound by the same playbook. But not bound by the same playbook. So either not bound by the same playbook or not bound by playing by the same rules that the Democrats play. Because the Republicans are playing a different game. And I don't even want to say Republicans at this moment because none of these guys are Republicans because that would require some patriotism. No, these guys are insurrectionists. These guys are treasonous. So the treasonists are not playing by the same playbook. They keep throwing it out. They keep challenging it. They keep saying this doesn't matter. So we could play with decorum, or we can play with critical strategy. But yeah, after watching this, so y'all go watch it. It's a late show with Stephen Colbert. I still don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I still feel like she's not going to let him get away with this. That I'm 100 on. But, see, and I'm getting goosebumps. So that part, I'm right. The rest of it, I don't know what she's going to do. God, I wish I knew. But if I knew, that means other people would know, right? And maybe that's the game. Not putting your hand out there for others to read. Time for her to pull her big trump card.